Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing you the developments shaping markets, capital access, and business decision-making across Jamaica and the region. Let's get into the stories that matter. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the tourism sector is rebounding rapidly from the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. He revealed that 75% of the projected visitor arrival target has already been met, and as a result, there could be a full recovery during the upcoming winter season and going into 2027. The minister indicated that based on this recovery in visitor arrival, the projection for the industry for this year will have to be rewritten. Several companies listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange released their financial results. First up, Kingston Properties recorded a decline in profit for the 2025 financial year, despite higher revenue from properties in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, the United States, and the UK. The company is reporting net profit of about US $2.04 million, down from roughly US $4.59 million for the year before. However, revenue increased to approximately US $6.35 million, up from US $4.84 million in 2024. The improvement in revenue was driven mainly by rental income, which rose to just over US $6 million, compared with about US $4.7 million the previous year. Up next, Tropical Battery reported in its financials for the first quarter of the financial year of 2026 a net profit of 51.7 million Jamaican dollars for the first quarter, compared to a restated net loss of 102.9 million Jamaican dollars in the corresponding period last year. Revenue increased by 6.2% to 1.63 billion Jamaican dollars, supported by disciplined pricing and steady demand across core markets and subsidiaries. And finally, we look at the financial results of investment house Barita, which recently acquired J-End Fund Managers. They reported that for the 3-month period ending December 31, 2025, which is Barita's first quarter, they saw net interest income increase by 31% to $222 million, with fees and commission up by 14% to 1 billion Jamaican dollars. This was due in the main to improvements in investment banking as well as asset management results. For the trading period of March 13, 2026, the most actively traded securities were Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited with 4,012,903 units, or 21.91% of market sales activities. Trans Jamaica Highway Limited with 3,444,947 units, representing 18.81% of market sales activities. Future Energy Source Company Limited, FESCO, ordinary shares with 2,899,105 units, representing 15.83% of market sales activities. Investor activity remained concentrated in distribution, insurance, and energy plays on the stock exchange, signaling continued interest in dividend-producing and strategic assets. Turning to the foreign exchange market, based on Bank of Jamaica data for March 13, 2026, Forex traders recorded significant activity with strong demand across major currencies. For the US dollar, trading margins reflected steady liquidity, with the US selling at $158.16 and buying at $156.39. For the Canadian dollar, moderate gains supported by $4.34 transaction spreads. The Canadian dollar sold for $112.65 and was bought for $116.99. For the British pound, continued volatility offered short-term trading opportunities of $3.62 in profits for the banks. The British pound sold for $208.33 and was bought for $211.95. These movements underscore the importance of cash flow timing and currency awareness for businesses managing import costs, debt servicing, or overseas exposure. For our credit report tip of the day, it's no secret, inflation is rising. Interest rates fluctuate, and the cost of living continues to stretch household budgets. In this environment, most people focus on cutting expenses, but there is another strategy that's often overlooked, and that's your credit report. Your credit report is not just a record of past borrowing. It is a financial asset that influences your ability to access opportunity. Here are 3 ways it helps you navigate economic uncertainty while positioning yourself to grow. Cash flowing assets. First, it determines the cost of capital. How much interest is the bank going to charge you? Second, it expands your financial options. And third, it supports asset building, not just spending. For our funded and focused feature, across Jamaica and the Caribbean, many businesses are still operating the way companies worked 15 or 20 years ago. But those who adopt AI, artificial intelligence, early will gain advantages in marketing speed, customer response time, data-driven decisions, operational efficiencies. And the businesses that combine local market knowledge with AI tools will likely become the next generation of regional leaders. So the biggest mistake beginners make with AI is they subscribe to many tools but never build a system. Instead, do this. Just start with one goal: more clients, better cash flow, faster marketing, less administrative work. And so for many entrepreneurs, the challenge isn't just working hard, it's doing too many things alone. So you're marketing the business, managing clients, tracking money, sending invoices, and trying to grow at the same time. So artificial intelligence can help simplify this. The goal is not to buy every new tool. The goal is to create a small digital support team that handles repetitive tasks so you can focus on revenue and strategy. And that's today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing clarity to capital, markets, and strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay intentional, and keep building forward. See you soon.